Oh, welcome everybody to the best betting show ever. I'm Lawrence Presman. We got a great show today. We're going to take apart both NHL games, both NBA games, a whole lot of MLB. We might have a teaser on the One Woman Guy song that is about to drop worldwide, Spotify. And of course, most importantly, I'm going for 13 in a row. That's correct. I'm on a 12-0 totals run. I'm going with 13 in a row. I have my 5% total up tonight in the NHL, my first one of the season. I have not had an NHL total 5% play of the whole year. It's up now. Let's go. Let's get to it. Joe Ranieri, Brian freaking Power. What up, Brian? Are you done fixing your hair? We spoke about it on air last week. I know you like to fix your hair. Do you want to do it live on air with us? We can. The strand 62, quadrant 5, section 12 is out of place. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got to read. Oh, shit.
Wait a minute.
We put that up on Tuesday, and we asked for people to come up with names of bands.
Yes.
If that person was the lead singer of a band, what would the band be called?
Yes.
I think there was a whole bunch of names. I can't remember, Finger Vaseline.
Yeah.
Looby Schmooby. I don't remember the names.
Well, we're going to have to find that.
They were great, Brian Power. What's going on? How you been, man?
Well, if I do say so myself, looking back at the picture of myself, I think I look pretty good here today on Monday. Well, not in that picture.
I'm glad you think that.
Okay, well, I think most importantly of all, Prez and Joe, I'm feeling pretty good. 29, 10, and 1 all sports run.
Nice.
Won both overs in the NBA yesterday. It was kind of a sweat, but we got there in the end. And we needed to go 2-0 yesterday because unfortunately, one of the rare losses we've had over the last 2 weeks, Prez, was on Saturday. I had a 5% play that lost with the Celtics team total over. I was aggressive, put it up early, and then Jason Tatum said, you know what, Brian Power, I'm not going to play. What do you think about that? And I said, I'll still make the bet. And then Boston said, well, we won't score 107 points, Brian Power. And I say, hit the brick, Celtics. I'm glad you're eliminated from the playoffs.
I was on the exact same play, Brian Power. I know you're speaking to yourself. Over 105.5. We needed 8 points in 4 minutes. Couldn't get there.
I was going to say, you guys still had a chance to get that done, even without, Tatum deciding that, by the way, sorry, guys, I couldn't play here today. Thanks for letting everyone know. Something tells me that might happen again tonight, though. That could very well happen to the Sixers tonight, where all of a sudden Embiid is a 30-minute, before tip late scratch again. Welcome to the NBA.
Well, something you'd like to share with us, Joe?
I'm just saying I find it kind of interesting. It would not shock me. Because when did you hear that Tatum had a leg problem? When was that notified? When did we?
That was what? I was actually cleaning helping clean the house for a Kentucky Derby party. So I think it was on 1 Eastern, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, ridiculous. Yep.
Okay, let's keep the show moving, boys. Brian freaking Power. Let's talk NBA tonight. We got Philadelphia. We just talked about it. They are +7. They're playing the Knicks. We are seeing some money come in on Philly. It was 7.5. It's now 6.5. The total has not budged 1 point. We also have Minnesota playing San Antonio. And, well, that's a clear statement on who's going to win this series. San Antonio -13 at home. That's a big bloody number, 217.5. What do you like here, Brian? Any of these bets anything stand out to you?
Well, I'm waiting for Joe to blink twice if he knows Embiid isn't playing tonight. That's what I'm here for, to be honest with you. But so I am not playing either of these games tonight, full disclosure. Where I had my most success in the NBA playoffs so far, Prez and Joe, is waiting for the odds makers to adjust game to game. If there's a low scoring game and they drop the total a lot, let's play over the next game. That's what I did yesterday with both game 7s. My initial read on these series are, I do think there's some value on the underdogs in terms of the series. I think Philadelphia can at least take this to 6 against the Knicks. I think the T-Wolves, once we presume Anthony Edwards is coming back. It sounds like we may have to wait a few games. Obviously, he's not going to be back tonight based on this point spread. But when they get healthy, I think they could take a game, maybe even 2 from the Spurs. So I'm going to be picking and choosing my spots when to play these dogs. Prez,
Right.
I just don't know if it's tonight. And I know that is very wishy-washy, uninformative, and unhelpful, but that's where I'm at on Monday.
Hey, listen, Brian, we can't come on here and make shit up, right? So we're trying our best. I know a bunch of people last week were a little frustrated with my NHL rundowns. I was on, Brian, I've won 10 of 11 NHL plays. I'm on a 10-1 run, and my free ones have not been hitting, and I've been getting grief. So, I've been able to sort of navigate through a situation where my free ones lose, but my client ones win. And what I say to everybody is we're trying our best here, guys. So if we don't have info, we don't have info. Joe Ranieri, what do you like in the NBA, brother?
Well, DeSuno is in tonight, so even if Edwards doesn't go, at least they'll have half of the starting backcourt there. But something tells me, I don't know why you make him questionable. It was my understanding he wouldn't be playing at all early on, and they hope to have him back in maybe another week or so. But, I mean, to move him from the not playing to he's now questionable means he's at least practiced and tried to give it a go with that leg. I'd be shocked if he doesn't at least try to go. But I think the bigger question is, at 13, is this already baked into the line? Is the idea of him playing? Because I don't see, if he's ruled out, this jumping to 15. Like, I don't see that's going to happen here. As it is, you have no, well, except for even the Detroit-Cleveland series. I don't know a bigger mismatch when it comes to experience versus no experience than Minnesota and San Antonio. San Antonio's great, but it's filled with a bunch of young guys that have never even wiped their ass in the postseason, much less accomplished anything. And you've got a Minnesota team that just dispatched what should have been the MVP here this year in the Joker and, Mr. Triple-Double and Jamal Murray they were staying asleep. So
without Dent.
Without him. That's what I mean. So without DeSuno, they pulled it off. Yeah. So I think the market is overreacted in a big way to what we've seen from San Antonio. You shouldn't be laying 2 touchdowns against a team that just knocked off Denver, which, let's face it, you had a hard time beating San Antonio during the season. I don't know. It just feels like this is such an overreaction for a team that's accomplished nothing, BP.
Yeah, and we've seen all playoff long, guys, overreactions to these injuries, right? Joe just mentioned about it, the Minnesota-Denver series. We saw it in the Lakers-Houston series when the Lakers were home dogs in games 1 and 2 to the Rockets and won them both. I remember something now, as you were talking about that, Joe.
Oh, wow.
That, yes, Zino and I on the Morning Wager talked about T-Wolves team total over. I think that might be another market to look at instead of taking the points. I mean, certainly if they cover, they're going to get over 101.5, the T-Wolves. But this is the NBA, guys. It's not the NFL where when the starting quarterback's out, all of a sudden you can't the production offensively falls off a cliff. Somebody's going to step up and score 20-plus points for Minnesota. That's the way the NBA works. Someone will do it. So I think 101.5 is not a big total to clear for the T-Wolves. Yes, the Spurs are a lot better defensively, Joe and Prez, compared to Denver. But Minnesota did put 110 or more on the board every game in that last series. Yeah. So asking for 102 maybe not may not
isn't
be too
the
much.
Total going up, Prez? I mean, isn't the
total not really. I mean, it opened at 217.5. It's still 217.5. It's the same everywhere, but I'll throw in a quick free pick as well that I like, and that is the Knicks first half. Philadelphia with a big win only a couple of days ago. It's one of those, emotional letdown moments where I think the New York Knicks come out sharper and faster in the first half. So I think you can get them at -3.5. I think they win by 4 in the first half. I think that's a better bet than the Knicks in the game, because as the game progresses, Philadelphia and that emotions will dissipate and everything will sort of normalize. But New York Knicks first half for me. Let's keep going, boys. That's going to be my parlay play. The New York Knicks, first half, -3.5. What do you like, Brian Power?
Let's go with the. Let's go with Milwaukee in Major League Baseball. I think. Look, I'm not a believer in the St. Louis Cardinals. It's that simple. I know they'd won 6 in a row prior to Sunday's loss to the Dodgers, but this is a team that FanGraphs projects the rest of the way as a bottom 5 with a bottom 5 record, bottom 5 run differential. I agree. Milwaukee has a top 4 run differential for the year already. Remember, they were the NL Central champs. They're getting a little healthier. They've got the starting pitching edge tonight. Take Milwaukee on the money line.
Love it, Joe.
Soriano over Martin. He'll bounce back.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot he was playing again. I don't even know why we threw that to you.
Yep. I don't know either, but Soriano. No, you're thinking Severino, dickhead.
Oh,
and not Soriano. Yeah, different. Yeah,
Severino.
Well, it's close. Like it begins with an S.
They're all Italian beats.
Yeah, they're close enough. Yeah, they're definitely.
I'm having a Severino sandwich later on with just a slight amount of mozzarella.
I can't, please. You and your olive loaf. Soriano over Martin here. He got lit up by the White Sox last time out, so a little revenge spot here for him. I'll take him to win against the White Sox.
Awesome stuff. Guys, let's do some business, Bryce, so you can partake with us on the business, and then we'll go to the predictive markets and let you go. So, Joe, cue up the business.
Oh, you want some business now?
Yeah, let's do that first. Let's go. Here we go. Look at that outfit. Look at that outfit, Brian Powell.
You should wear that on the show next Monday, Prez. I dare you.
I don't own that outfit, Brian Power. So, yeah.
The power of the internet strikes again.
I love that outfit. Anyway, let's get into predictive markets. Let's get into business. So I'm going to go first because
go ahead.
I got a 5% play up tonight. It's my first NHL 5% total of the entire year. And I want to give you guys perspective of what's going on. Brian, I'm curious if you read my sales pitch. I think I have too many runs up. Like it's kind of getting lost. You know, what do you do? Well, no, seriously. So
what a beauty you are. Yes.
No, Brian, I'm asking for advice here. Listen, I'm on a 12-0 totals run, 12 straight totals, 16-1 totals run, 20-2 totals run, 33-8 totals run. Okay, put that aside. I'm on a 9-0 NHL run. 9-0 NHL totals run, 16-1 NHL totals run. I'm on a 10-1 NHL run, a 20-4 NHL run. I'm on a 5-1 5% run. Is this all getting lost? Should I make it so that I take some of these runs out? Am I overselling my genius? What? I don't know how to write this, dude.
I think this is a question for Johnny Detroit, not Brian Power, but I don't know. I mean, sometimes I get into that too, where the promo, it just gets a lot of like number salad, if you will.
It's
I will throw out to you, okay, I will counter your numbers with some more numbers. I mentioned earlier I'm on the 29-10-1 all sports run since April 17th. Baseball, Ray, has been absolutely outstanding. 13-3-1 MLB run. Number 1 last 3 days, number 1 last 7 days in baseball, and 16-3. Whack a beaver. That sounds like a never mind. 16-3-1, 84% this season with MLB totals, Prez. And wouldn't you know, I have a 4% best bet tonight in Major League Baseball. It is a total.
There you go.
So WT.buzz/BP.
Head over and get Brian's 4% play on your way to buying my 5% play. Joe Ranieri, I think we should just skip you and move on.
Let's do it. Predictive markets, good to go. Listen, I guarantee you the people watching already know where to go get the winner tonight. You just head on over as long as you're hanging out there.
Joe does have a 4% play, guys, tonight in NBA, and I can tell you because Joe's NBA is unbelievable. So is his baseball. Did you know, Brian Power, that Joe had aspirations to be a professional baseball player at one time in his life?
Oh, What happened, Joe?
This is what happened. Nobody cares. Can we please move on to the predictive markets?
He didn't make it.
The
answer, Brian, is he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's mean to say. Well, at least he's sitting between you and I, Prez.
I didn't make it. You didn't make it. Nobody watching the show made it.
Yeah,
Joe got the furthest out of all of us.
Yes.
I would hope so. Have you ever seen me swing a baseball bat?
Yeah, that and a bus ticket will get you a bowl of soup. Can we move on, please, here? Predictive markets. Holy Christ, you two. Here we go. Predictive market. And I want to bring this up because BP specifically asked for this market, Prez. He's got some inside knowledge. He wants to bestow upon everyone watching right now what we should do in the Champions League winner market. Is that correct, BP? Champions League winner, though, right?
Yes, that is correct. Now, I would like to preface this, Joe. I have no inside information. I will not be blinking twice like you will at some point about the Joel Embiid injury, apparently. But I do have takes in this market for sure, okay? So, Arsenal tomorrow at home, hosting Atletico. They just need to win to advance to the final. All right. The other semifinal is much more interesting. PSG and Bayern. Bayern needs to erase a 1-goal deficit in the second leg. They're favored to win the second leg at home on Wednesday. But if they're only ahead by 1 goal after 90 minutes plus stoppage time, then they go into extra time. Anything can happen. All right. So what am I saying? I'll make this short and sweet. Arsenal right now, for what you guys have been preaching in this segment, at least all the shows that I'm on every Monday, is you want to buy low before the market moves. Arsenal's going to win tomorrow, and thus their odds are going to go up. Buy them now because I think Arsenal's making the final. I don't know who's going to be their opponent, Bayern or PSG. As the odd, I think that's a kind of close to a toss-up. Okay, so Arsenal to me at 29%, that's a buy for me in that market because they're going to be in the final.
Excellent. Joe, what else, my brother, in the predictive you want to talk about? We got any series bets you want to discuss?
Yeah, I want to talk about yours, Prez.
I would take Carolina to win the series against Philadelphia, no matter what that number is.
How are we get it? Here we are, round 2, and we got a $3 favorite. Like, good God. It's ridiculous. Philadelphia and New York, Prez. I mean, it's a 70-30 split right now. And I'm sorry, but I don't see that much separating them where the Knicks are somehow going to win in 4 or 5 games. This feels like 6 or 7. It feels like if I can get in at 30 now, again, I don't care whether Philadelphia actually wins or not. I think this market adjusts in a big way here, Prez. No?
I don't know, Joe. I'm worried here, and I'll tell you why real quick. Philadelphia came into the last series with no expectations, and they are, in all intents and purposes, kind of free rolling. I think we're going to see a regression in Philadelphia, and I think the opposite is in effect with the New York Knicks. I think we saw them play some pretty horrible games, and I think we might see them at their best this series. I'm a little bit nervous about that. I really do feel like the New York Knicks are going to win the series. I think they can win in 6. I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm going to stay away from that bet in both directions.
Go ahead, BP. You got a question? Go ahead. I don't know what that was.
The Knicks. I did not know the Knicks are ice skating. I had not seen Karl Anthony Towns on skates.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like that? Yeah.
It's
very
triple
good.
axel.
Yeah, very good.
Okay. I thought. Okay.
My point is,
I misspoke.
Yes, you did. But these teams split the season series, and both teams have shown their ability to be able to win in the other building. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a 1-1 going back to Philadelphia.
And then the 38% is worth
30.
Doing.
It's 30 cents now. Even if it goes 6, at some point, Philadelphia's price
tonight, Joe.
It doesn't matter.
Knicks win tonight. It gets you a better price tomorrow on Philly.
But it's not, because we've already seen this in the other markets too, where it doesn't adjust as much as you think it is. You're not going to see the real adjustments until game 4, 3 or 4, somewhere in there. But as long as it's 1-1 going into game 3 in Philadelphia, I like my chances of being able to get more than 30 cents. Again, even if it goes 6, Philadelphia's got to win their share of games here in order for that to happen. And I think they're going to be priced at one point with an opportunity here. I think they're going to be closer to 50. I think this is going to be 50-50 at some point, BP, because I could see this being 2-2 going into Game 5.
Yes, the Sixers are, in all seriousness, are very difficult. They're a team you have to throw out the regular season numbers, right? Because they were never healthy. I mean, granted, we're talking about whether or not Embiid is going to play tonight. But look, when he does suit up, this is a legit contender. Obviously, with Embiid, Maxey, Edgecombe, George all together, and they can give the Knicks a lot of trouble. So, yeah, I mean, I think the Sixers odds probably go up to win the series. I would concur with Joe there.
Joe, we got to keep this show moving along. Let's wish Brian a goodbye. Brian, make sure to watch tomorrow's show. We will be releasing our new song, One Woman Guy.
Yes.
He's just gone. Is he gone? Oh, no, there he's
he's still waving. Yes,
we'll be releasing One Woman Guy tomorrow. It's our new song, so make sure to check that show out.
Okay, who's singing?
Art is singing.
Yeah.
Oh
Art,
my God!
yes.
I have heard it all. Okay,
don't worry. We have another song coming in a few weeks called "The Dumpster Fire."
Oh no!
Yeah,
this
guy might be singing in that video too as well. I'm just saying.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
don't want to miss that, BP. No. And by the way, Prez, you better pull out those names of the band because we're gonna have to absolutely go down that list one by one.
No. I'm gonna find the names of the band tonight, and we'll go through it next Monday. I'll put it aside, but I can't find it now.
Last chance.
I don't know which show it was on. And,
last chance. Give me BP's
Brian Power,
name.
everyone, get out of here, guys. Name the band that man would be a lead singer in. Okay, Joe.
Oh my God, is that going to be terrible? Yes.
Is he gone? Is he gone?
I think so. He is gone. Yes.
Okay, so we can talk?
Yeah, that's correct.
Joe, I'm going to do the NHL rundown first, then I got to run. You got the baseball and the NBA rundown on your own. We'll be back with the mailbag section tomorrow. Look, long story short here, Joe, I like Vegas in regulation. I think they get it done against Utah, and I like Carolina in regulation and -1.5. It's really that simple. I don't think Philadelphia wins more than one game in the series, so I would look to do that. I also like Vegas +105 to win in 6. Well, not in 6, -1.5, so they can win in 4, 5, or 6 at +105. That's it for the NHL rundown. Guys, please make sure to get my 5% NHL total. It's my first 5% NHL total of the entire year. I'm on a 12-0 run. I also have a baseball total up as well. So we're going with 2 total wins tonight. Plus, I have 1 NBA play up. It's an ATS bet. Thanks for watching me, Joe. I'll leave you be. Thanks, brother.
All right, Prez, let's go. See if we can get the Major League Baseball rundown for you. Plenty of games here tonight. Mets at Rockies. Kicking it off here, 5:40 Eastern at Coors Field. Myers versus Sagano. And listen, maybe the Mets can hit here in Coors Field, although I doubt it. Total sitting around 7.5. You know it's bad when the Rockies are only a +120 dog here against the New York Mets. The Red Sox and the Tigers, Toll versus Skubal here. The rookie going for, I believe, his 3rd start. Taking on Detroit in Detroit. Total hovering around 7. Skubal's been banged up a little bit here, but there's no way I'm laying $2, even with Skubal on the mound, even against a Red Sox lineup. It feels like maybe if you want to do anything, I'll lay the half a run with the Tigers in the first 5, although I don't know how many runs are happening in that game. Phillies looking to beat up on the Marlins here today. Nola versus Junk. It's an odd Monday finishing up series here between the Phillies and the Marlins. Phillies have had some success, although the Marlins did get one there. It's almost a pick-em price. That tells you how well things are going for Aaron Nola, but I do like the Phillies to get it done there. I do like the Rays to keep it rolling here. Martinez going for them. Lauer going for the Jays, but Tampa at home has been phenomenal, and I can see them continuing to roll here. The Yankees, They're just going to smash the Orioles. I'll take the team total over, even against Shane Baz. It's Schlittler on the mound for the Yankees. We got the Reds and the Cubs. Cabrera against the rookie Petty, who was called up to start for Cincinnati. I'll take the Cubs to get that one done there. Waka and Bybee on the mound here today. I do like the Royals, although I do like the under as well. I do like the Cards to get it done with Leahy on the mound. I like the Angels over the White Sox. I like the Astros and Dodgers to go up and over that total, while the Mariners and Braves to the under. The Giants are not going to score any runs in this game, unfortunately. It's an under for me in that spot there. All right, we've got NBA tonight, guys. We told you, keep an eye on a couple of different things, including the series prices that are available here in the NBA for both of these games right now, because I thought it was interesting, some of the line moves that we are getting here. Don't forget, you also have on Thursday this week, you've got Cleveland and Detroit coming up. You've got actually Cleveland and Detroit on Tuesday, Thursday, Knicks, Philly on Monday and Wednesday, along with Minnesota and San Antonio. So we still got a lot of NBA action going on, but some of these series prices are very interesting here, including the Oklahoma City Thunder laying 1,500 right now to beat the Lakers. You got Minnesota and San Antonio, and right now San Antonio an 8-1 favorite over Minnesota in the series. The Knicks still, I think, a little expensive here, minus 265 over the Sixers. And maybe the cheapest series of them all is this coin flip between Detroit and Cleveland. And Detroit, a slight minus 125, minus 130 favorite. You can get Cleveland at plus money if you think Harden and Mitchell can put it together here for the series. But I think that one has got zigzag written all over it. I don't know what the Lakers are going to do besides probably get the snot beat out of them. But my goodness, laying 16 is a tough one in that opening game. I think laying 13 with San Antonio is also tough here tonight. I think Philadelphia and New York, I think this is going to be the fun series. I see it going 6 or 7, maybe Philadelphia plus a game and a half in that series price. Not a bad way to look. And even so, I think Minnesota is going to punch back here against San Antonio. I think that one is going to be a lot closer than everybody thinks there. So, all right, we got round 2 of the NBA playoffs. We got, of course, some NHL action happening tonight. Certainly wouldn't be sweating out any unders with Anaheim and Vegas. Hope you didn't have the under last night with Colorado and Minnesota. But we got much more to get to. We got Art the Caesar back tomorrow on the best betting show ever. We have got you covered. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button. Make sure you become part of the WagerTalk TV family. We certainly do appreciate you hanging with us, and make plans. Come back and join us again tomorrow for another edition of the best betting show ever. Go get it, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow.